That's not foam on your beer. That's truth. Conspiracy Theories. The only conspiracy theory podcast on iTunes.
Fact. Conspiracy theories. Truth. Conspiracy theories. Not truth. Conspiracy theories. Aliens. Conspiracy theories. Aliens too. Conspiracy theories. Mel Gibson. Conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories.
Hello and welcome to Conspiracy Theories, the first and only conspiracy theory podcast on iTunes. I'm your host, Eric Burke, and each week I have the pleasure and responsibility of leading our distinguished panel of experts in a quest for the truth regarding the most polarizing conspiracy theories both in and out of this world.
Both in and out of this world. Oh, buddy, that's good.
Today we'll be discussing the existence of the Sasquatch, the Yeti, the Bigfoot. Our panel tonight is comprised of Matthew Winkler,
Not Yeti.
special guest Michael Meehan,
You ain't seen nothing, you Yeti.
and as I'll be presenting the theory tonight, special guest host duties will be going to Dave Proctor.
Yet he doesn't regret that decision yet.
All right, so Bigfoot.
Eric, let's
Wait, I guess you should lead it. You're the host. I already took it back.
So Bigfoot. Again, I've listened to these podcasts. I feel like your role is mostly ceremonial.
The legacy of the two podcasts.
That one's above me. I don't know what you just did.
There have been two podcasts. This is 3 podcasts deep as of this episode, correct?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Michael Meehan is our guest archivalist for today.
I've listened to 1.5 of these podcasts.
Eric wrote a novel, so we should maybe get to it.
I did a lot.
Yeah, it's
I separated my presentation into facts and theories. So I'll start you guys off with some Bigfoot facts and see what you guys think.
Hey, Eric, why don't you start us off with some Bigfoot facts, if you don't mind?
BFFs.
I would love to, Dave.
Bigfoot facts.
Bigfoot fact 1.
Earliest Bigfoot reports date back to 500 AD. He's been around for a while. According to an 1897 capture report in Brazil, they hate bananas and prefer nuts and berries.
Wait, is there gluten in bananas?
Is your theory that you're building up to that
No, I'm just asking if there's gluten in bananas, because that would explain why they don't like bananas. Because
Bigfoot is just a guy with celiac disease and he's roaming the countryside trying to find like a really good loaf of spelt bread or something?
You know, he can roam if he wants to.
What is your role right now?
B-52 quoter.
they call them one-off.
Oh.
Love Shack, baby.
No one wants to be called one-off.
They can run up to 30 miles an hour and can jump the entire length of their bodies.
Wait, hold on.
What? Have we seen a Bigfoot run? How much run would a Bigfoot run if a big run could run
Fun.
fast?
Bigfoot, Fun run. Hun. Son? Wait.
How is that? What website is that from?
BigfootFacts.com.
Did you create this website?
No, it's just stuff I found on the internet.
/speed.
To be fair, they can run how fast?
30 miles an hour. And they
Okay.
can jump the entire distance of their bodies.
But that's
The length of their bodies.
okay. But that's only like 7 feet. And like
Can you jump 7 feet?
I'm an out of shape guy, and I can do a long jump at full speed of like 5 to 6 feet. So if I'm moving 30 miles an hour and I'm Bigfoot, I'm expecting like some hulkish kind of bounding to the top of the Himalayas to contemplate life. I don't think that's very, not impressed.
I didn't make up the
That's why
facts.
everyone's seen him so much. He runs pretty fast, but once he starts jumping.
Yeah. Actually, all known pictures of Bigfoot are just him trying to jump and failing.
I got this one, guys. Bigfoot can't jump. That's the movie.
White big feet can't jump.
That's the Yeti.
It's a good Yeting.
Hang on, guys. Eric's really wanting to get back to these points.
Point number 3.
Sounds like someone hasn't listened to our podcast. Some points. Banana.
Oh, they don't like bananas. Nuts.
Oh, yeah. Berries. Please continue, Eric. I feel like I'm not getting enough information about Bigfoot.
Oh, I've got lots.
Fact number 3. Big facts.
their mating season is from March till April. Grady Grange, I have no idea who that is, and I could not find any information. Grady Grange. Grady Grange claims to have witnessed the act firsthand.
Firsthand. I'll say that again.
The mating?
Yeah.
Wait, does he describe it?
They did a doggy style. That's not my joke. That's what he said. Or she.
I thought they do it monkey style.
I think Grady Grange was one of the bad guys on Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
In jail.
The warrant. The Yeti.
Oomba.
You found a clue.
So you're telling me that 11 months out of the calendar year, the Gregorian calendar year, they are not mating?
Yes.
Good. Continue.
And
March is fuck month.
Yes, and that's the end of the fact. Next fact.
30% of Americans believe in Bigfoot, according to a 2014 Chapman University study. The same study showed that 100% of Bigfoot research have squandered their fucking lives.
Oh, a good one.
Okay, let me talk to Chapman University alumni for a second. You did not accept my application, so fuck you.
They have a really good cryptozoology MA. It's a Master's of Arts.
It's a theoretical degree.
It's an honorary doctorate for anyone that's ever taken a picture of Bigfoot.
Hey, wait. That seems a little hairy to me.
There it is. That's a good one.
Get back to
That's
it.
it.
This one was kind of neat. In Native American culture, Bigfoot has a tendency to prey on women. So it's customary for men to insist on escorting women while on a reservation or camp anytime Yeti are suspected to be around or in the air.
Wait,
Well, you know what they say about big feet?
did you add in the air?
Yes.
Matthew, what do they say about big feet?
They prey on women. No.
Nuts.
Banana.
That's a joke I would find funny!
And that's 2 podcasts in a row with Bill Cosby references.
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks for weighing in the cause.
You see the Bigfoot?
That's a new segment.
Weighing in
Bill's
the
cause.
We'll call it Just Cause.
ConsBEEracies.
And now for Just Cause. You see the Bigfoot? He knows how to stay hidden and the wish he could get out of the spotlight.
Dad, secrets that I should have kept under my pop bed.
Dad, I'm Theo. Can I take the car so I can see Theo? Bigfoot tonight. Banana. Fuck.
You tried.
Yep.
Conspiracy Theories is the best podcast about conspiracies and alcohol.
Reports of Bigfoot impregnating native women exist, but the infants don't live long and exhibit mental deficiencies, often leading to ostracization in school and having to sit in a corner with a teepee cap on its head. That is the hackiest joke I will tell tonight.
Also, like any
The first
kid,
part of that that's a report.
yeah, and any kid with big feet is going to be made fun of, on the playground.
Until gym class in grade 6, when he unleashes the beast.
Who, Jim Class?
Yeah, gym class. My friend, Jimmy Class. So the Grinch.
This is going off the rails.
Well, the Grinch is a hairy beast
is
that
this
got
the-
made fun of a lot in school.
Is this the point where you hijack Eric's theory to present your
No,
own?
my
Okay.
theory's going to wait, baby.
I haven't even got my theories. I'm just reading facts.
Oh, right. Pardon me.
Fact number 8.
Is it number 8?
No.
Big fact.
Jim Class states that
James Class, if you don't mind.
Bigfoot considers the Mazda Miata to be a quote-unquote faggy car, but can't drive stick. So take that for what it's worth.
So big fat Bigfoot loves Dave Matthews Band is what you're telling me.
That's what I'm hearing.
The use of that F word, Bigfoot, more like Big It.
Hey, that's a pun. That is a socially conscious pun. I appreciate that.
Tonight on Serial.
Tumblr's going to love this.
So I've got my last fact here before we go into the theories.
Wait, the other ones were facts?
These are all facts. I haven't even gotten to the stuff that's like debatable yet.
Or funny?
Yeah. So from May of 2001 to June of 2014, Animal Planet has aired a documentary series focusing on 3 grown men and one extremely lonely woman whose primary goal in life are searching for Bigfoot.
I'm not a lonely woman.
They call it squatching. For real. But yeah,
it's not.
6 seasons.
That's not good.
6 seasons?
6
How many
seasons.
episodes is a season?
And a movie.
Probably at least 13.
Bobcat put out 2 movies about Sasquatch.
Yeah, it's like a found footage movie.
He put out like a documentary, and he wrote one.
But probably at least 13 episodes, you know?
I thought that Bobcat would be more interested in his own species, but
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
the Goldthwaits.
yeah,
you can find those anywhere.
yeah, it's true.
Usually at like the Value Mart.
Or the giant tiger.
Yeah. It's the same joke. Except Bobcat. No, it's good. It's better.
Yeah,
Berries.
Brings out the tiger in you.
Okay.
it's the most singing we've had too.
So squatching.
So what do you guys know about the Bigfoot?
I have one fact, because my research was pretty scant, but it depends on someone referencing the Patterson footage. Because I don't know what that is, and my fact is one sentence. The Patterson footage is rumored to be a female. I don't know what that means. I didn't do a lot of research on this topic.
That's interesting. My first theory is about the Patterson footage.
Good. Can you explain what that means so that the fact that I asked someone to give me makes
Yeah,
more
it's a
sense?
72-year-old video. That's the shitty Bigfoot video where he's just like
The kind of standard, like,
chops
yeah.
into the woods. He turns
Yeah.
around and looks.
Hey, easy now, Ebert. Shitty footage. I think it's pretty good.
This isn't a Michael Bay film here, you know. We gotta have standards.
Oh,
I
Michael
give it
Bay's
2
Bigfoot.
toes down.
Michael Bay's Bigfoot would be the shit.
That would be amazing. I'd watch that.
Megan Fox would play Bigfoot.
Megan Fox would play everybody but Bigfoot, and Bryan Cranston would be there for 5 minutes.
Yep. No, this is good. Are you like? It looks like you're trying to do up an invisible zipper right now.
Oh, if the viewers at home could see this. Oh, my.
Well, those that have paid the premium Conspiracy Theories membership will see our video feed. Let's wave to them. I hope these microphones are sensitive enough to pick up the sound of a hand waving. Or else that joke is just wasted. Oh. Sorry, Patterson footage. 7-year-old, blurry, Bigfoot. What? Go
Yeah.
on.
Nature is Zapruder.
So my first theory to put forth is Bigfoot is a product of the Food and Drug Administration to distract highly intelligent minds from actively curing cancer.
I knew it.
For example, for 72 years, so we have 72 years of collective scientific research that's gone into that shitty Bigfoot video by Roger Patterson. And so far, we've proven that cancer is real,
Yep.
and we're still undecided on Bigfoot.
Okay, so just so I'm following the logic train on this one. So that I'm all aboard the logic train. Bigfoot happening at the same time as cancer research. Bigfoot is created to distract from cancer research.
Because it's more fun to research Bigfoot.
Yeah, no, that sounds legit.
Yep,
I buy
I
that.
believe that one.
They're one of two minds.
Yeah. No, that's a fact. That's good for me. Actually, one of the early warning signs of cancer is big feet.
That's true.
Elephantitis.
So let's get off the cancer jokes real quick.
Good call.
Berries.
I thought you said dancer.
I don't think you can just do that. I thought you said a completely different word.
You're too busy making sound effects, dude, for cancer.
Uh-oh, that's the cancer alarm.
Welcome to Conspiracy Theories 24/7 cancer jokes. All right, we got the first caller on the line. Hey, Dave, how you doing today? That's what I'm talking about. All right. Matt, what do you got to say about this?
Oh, he has horn cancer.
Which is no laughing matter, folks. All right, here is NSYNC's Bye Bye Bye. Right here on Conspiracy Theories.
That series of jokes was stage 4 hilarious.
Hey,
Berries.
Sasquatch your mouth, okay?
All right.
Let's cut back on those.
That's the end. That's the end of that. I'm glad we got that out of our system. You know, you could really feel the tension building for 2 episodes.
I think we have 2 more in us.
Oh, damn it. You know what was really upsetting is I thought that was an invitation to make 2 more puns, so I started trying to make a pun with the word tumor. And then I was like, tumor, 2 more. Oh.
The only conclusive footage of Bigfoot has been lost to time. Before becoming fully reclusive, Foot appeared on Johnny Carson and predicted a world united through technology.
Really?
Things took a turn south when Bigfoot became inebriated on air and called the Loch Ness Monster a cunt.
Oh, fuck. My grandpa told me about that.
The interview was never aired again, and the tapes seem to have been destroyed or lost. This was the last time Foot was willingly caught on tape. Thoughts?
Yeah, I think in that segment in the background, Ed McMahon's laugh, which was something like, oh, ho, oh, ho, 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 was actually Morse code for the location of Bigfoot.
I never thought of that.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't because you're not thinking between the lines.
Burn.
Wait, are you saying that his first name's Big and his last name's Foot?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
How else do you explain that? He obviously has a Western naming convention.
Yeah, it depends on where in the world he is.
I thought it was Sass
Like
and
in
then
Canada-
Squatch.
Sam.
Sam Squanch.
Yeah, had to do it.
Actually, Matt, I have a competing theory about Sask and Watch. So, but that's for another part of this podcast.
I have that too. That's good. We might have the same theme.
I think it's going to be the Sharks and the Jets little West Side Story fight between the two of us.
You know what's really good for radio, which is essentially a linear medium? Foreshadowing. Good job, guys. Nailing it.
Thank you very much, Dave Proctor.
Does anyone else have any Bigfoot theories to share?
I believe Michael has a sheet of paper which is longer than Callum's actual initial thing of notes and typed.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are my theories. So, Sasquatch. Many think that this is the Aboriginal word for Yeti, but it isn't. It refers to the hunt, the lookout, the search for Sask. Sask watch.
Oh.
Like, exactly, precisely.
Okay.
Now, when we think about that, Sask, well, that's a pretty common prefix. Saskatchewan,
Yeah, you're right. I hear that every day.
Saskatoon. What these refer to, Saskatoon, that's a tune about Sasks. Saskatchewan, well, that's a cat to chew on. What else chews on cats?
Sasquatch.
Alf.
Oh, wow.
Theory number one.
Dude, you just dropped a goddamn truth bomb on this podcast.
Matt, thoughts?
I liked Alf. It was a good show.
Alf was fantastic indeed.
Matt's answer is no to thoughts. When asked for thoughts, Matt presented with...
When asked for thoughts, Matt stopped texting, was unprepared to answer,
I heard a word in that sentence. He's texting his feelings
and
about
botched his joke.
Okay, so you're saying that Bigfoot, or Sasquatch, or Yeti, or Steve,
Or stink ape.
Or Sask.
is in fact Alf.
Alf.
Because he is a Sasky alien.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Think about it.
That's pretty good. What was the name of the dad from Alf?
Lee?
Carl?
I think it was Ralph.
There's no way that the dad from
Oh, wait, no. Now I see what I just figured out.
We found this alien. What do you want to
I
call
heard
it?
Ralph a lot in that show.
R-A-L-F.
We found this alien. What do you want to call it? Well, my name's Ralph.
My name's Ralph, so I want to call it Alf. Okay, Dad. All right. Yeah, no, all that's confirmed. Next theory.
Okay, let me break.
Cop trolling.
Yeah, good job.
Winkler, winkle away.
Winkle.
Let me break it down for you.
Time for a winkle in time.
Sasquatch.
Squatch of the Sask, as we've decided. Alf.
Exactly.
It's been established.
Dad from Alf.
Okay, so I'm gonna break off yours a little bit. I'm gonna break off a piece of that theory, bring it into mine.
That's
Kit
fair.
Kat.
Okay, so here we go. Sasquatch is
Cats are
broken
eaten by
up.
Alf.
Okay, here we go again, and so now I'm thrown off. All right, there goes that theory.
I'm with you. I'm with you, my friend.
Top of the dome, Sasquatch.
Break it down.
Okay, so Sasquatch is broken up into three words: sass, squash, and watch.
Yes.
Sass is giving attitude, bad mouthing, giving sass. Squash is a vegetable. Watch is like to keep an eye on. Now, what common denominator has all three of these? A sassy attitude, loves vegetables, and keeps an eye on, I don't know, let's say their diet. almost enough to make it their last name. Gluten-free people.
Oh,
Okay, now I looked up the symptoms for someone who has a gluten allergy, and they include fatigue or brain fog, air quotes, after a meal with gluten. It explains why he looked so confused in that video. Stumbling around, not sure where he was. Okay, dizziness and the feeling of being off balance. It explains why if you watch the video, he takes 2 paces forward and then kind of takes 2 paces to the left, 2 paces forward, 2 paces to the left. Inflammation, swelling in your fingers, knees, and hips. The footprint. Why was that foot so big? It was swollen from gluten. Therefore, Sasquatch or Bigfoot was just someone with a gluten allergy trying to find their way home.
So he couldn't fit back into his shoes, and he was having a bad day.
He ate some gluten. He didn't like it very much, and he couldn't fit his feet back in his shoes. And he just ended up stumbling through a forest, and someone caught him on video.
Well, Matt, I think you really spelt it out for us.
Yes, and literally, I did that.
We've really run the gamut of Bigfoot facts today.
I have a few more.
I'm only gonna make non-wheat bread puns for the next 5 minutes, so just hang out.
Yeah, because I don't know what that was.
It's okay. I'm pretty keen to tell you them.
Quinoa telling me them?
Yeah. But actually, yeah. So what I'm hearing is that the Sasquatch,
It's pronounced Sasquatch.
the Sasquatch, who is so about their gluten allergy that they want to tell you that they are watching out for the squash,
Their
sassily.
diet, yeah.
Right. Because that's what that fits in with the gluten-free diet. Absolutely.
It's a difficult lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like often I find people these days will just take the path of yeast resistance.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's fair.
Well, have you seen, you worked at a restaurant, both of you have, when someone goes, I can't have that, it's got gluten.
Right. So are
That's
you
a bit
saying?
of sass, isn't it?
It also explains why all of the Bigfoot footage is grainy.
Yeah. I think this.
Full of brains.
I think this theory is really flowering here.
And he looks surprised because he wasn't bready.
Yeah. Now I want to kind of get past the crust of this and talk about.
It's making me wheat in the knees.
Right.
Just listen to this.
No, of course.
Hey, Dempsters.
Can we credit you as pun ruiner on the podcast? Would that be okay? So what you're saying is that Big Squatch, by being gluten intolerant, is trying to avoid banana bread by walking around in the forest because he has such a big banana bread inflammation in his feet. That's what I'm hearing?
No, he was wandering home after having a meal that had gluten in it and just got lost because he had the dizziness and the fogness. And
So he's just a guy?
He's just a guy.
What
Just
about
a
all the
hairy
hair?
guy.
The hair. Tell us about the hair.
Well, the video was actually shot mid-afternoon on October 20th.
Okay.
Now, October 20th is fall.
Yes.
So I would assume that he was wearing just a sweater with some fur on it, like a nice furry sweater.
Faux shearling.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
a mohair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just
Okay.
trying to keep warm.
Just a guy. Okay.
Just a guy who couldn't fit in his shoes trying to find his way home. Got lost in a forest. Ate too much gluten.
What about the head? It's all hair. It's the same color as everything.
It
Tell
was
me
the
about
fucking
that.
70s.
Yeah, I have long hair.
We should keep rolling with this bread theory. I didn't have a follow.
Isn't it pretty good though?
I kind of feel like the point's crumbling apart now.
I'm just loafing on my sense of humor.
Bread and dead.
Pun dog.
Yeah, let's bag it up and we'll move on.
So that's it, right?
I have another competing theory.
And it looks like Eric has 12.
17
I've got 1,
more pages.
2,
It's already
5.
too
I have 5 more theories to discuss.
Okay.
Eric, it is your turn.
Hold on, I want to hear yours.
I've gone too. I came too soon. I've
He's
spoken.
squatched all over the place. It's pretty rough.
Sorry, Matt's hair.
I was really hoping Will would be around for this theory, but maybe you guys will do your best.
We shall prosper.
Nice. For everyone that doesn't know Will's last name, it's Prosper.
I didn't know that.
Joke explained. Welcome into our circle of friends.
Joke explained. That's right. This is the Joke Explained podcast. Matt, what do you think about that joke explanation?
I understood it clearly. I'm not Matt.
Good job, Dave.
Now, see, what's funny about that is that Eric answered a question dedicated to Matt, and Michael called him Dave. Joke explained.
Joke explained. Fantastic work, Matthew.
Let me have a hand in this and turn it over to Eric for his next theory.
See, we can't make puns about the last names of people that these people don't know.
Like, I said it once 40 minutes ago.
So rewind the fucking tape, you jambronis.
Yeah, hit the podcast 15 seconds backwards button and figure out what Michael's last name is.
Do it 120 times.
Stop saying jabroni. That's my girlfriend's name, you cunt.
Cunt, that's my mom's name.
What's all this talk about things that I do enjoy?
You turned into Professor Frank at the end.
Good news, everyone.
Banana.
Oh, berries. You bury that joke.
That's
I kind of wish Will was here for this one. But whatever, do your best. Bigfoot was originally chosen to end The Undertaker's famous 21-0 WrestleMania streak before ultimately going with Brock Lesnar as the victor. John Cena reportedly refused to work with the Squatch for unknown reasons, effectively ending Squatchamania before it ever took off.
It was a dark day for Squatchamaniacs.
Again, like Will would be going crazy with this.
I know.
I wrote it only for Will.
Oh wait, is that a theory that he exists?
No, I actually brought a tape of the interview between the president of the World Wrestling Federation at the time
Vince
and
McMahon.
Bigfoot. That's correct. Yes.
Vince Bigfoot.
Yes. So I'll just play it right now. All right. All right, Mr. Bigfoot, apparently you were once going to fight The Undertaker, and now you are no longer able to. How do you feel about this?
I don't want to talk about it.
But you're live in front of millions of people. They all want to hear your thoughts. That is the first time we have an interview with Mr. Bigfoot, so please tell all of the fans of the WWF what you have to say.
I'm trying to forge an explanation of how to undertake such a big job. But I guess my feet were bigger than my stomach on this one.
That is fair, that is fair. But what about the rumors about you and your wife divorcing because of an affair that you had with Hulk Hogan's wife-to-be?
Let's just say when you have a gluten allergy, everything gets bigger. Winky, 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 winky.
I've never heard of gluten before. All right, back to you, guy with cowboy hat.
You know what the best part about riffing on WrestleMania is to get Matt, who is incapable of doing so, to do that.
Do a Buffalo Bill impression.
I really appreciate your wrestling theory. I guess without Will here, it's just going to remain a Mysterio for a long time.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
But that's
It's gonna remain a Mysterio.
Remain a Mysterio. Yeah, that's pretty good. No, really though, what would your Bigfoot impression be?
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
I think it'd be more like a.
But only for 1 month of the year.
I think it'd be more like a Droopy the Dog scenario, like a. Well, Mark, it's mating season, son. Tell your mom to get out the blurry camera.
I can't have that. It's got gluten in it.
What, the camera?
Actually, Droopy the Dog with the gluten allergy would be called Poopy the Dog. I just want to throw that out there.
Poopy the no.
What, the cog in his asshole?
No, Poopy the log. But that's just two poop
That's
jokes.
just poops. Yeah, that's just poop jokes. You're not escalating.
This is Poop Joke Jazzy Radio on 74.
We got Bye 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 coming right up from NSYNC.
On Jazzy Radio, here we go. No coke.
This is bad. Why do we do this?
Hello, Texas.
We can't reference cut material.
material, that's the song that we sing. We can't reference cut material because they didn't hear anything.
Let's review all the cut material.
Answer.
Segment missing.
No coke.
Dave being away from the microphone.
We don't know what's going to be cut and what's not going to be cut, so we keep it all in.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm like a poker game when I got nothing left to lose, or just when you're loving up your wife. I'm all in.
All in, that's right. All in radio. This is bye 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 for Ned's.
Saved it.
Yeah, that's what that was.
You went to a Catholic school, right?
Sure did.
So I'm going to direct this line of questioning to you.
So did I.
You look familiar.
So did I. You can talk to me too.
No,
really?
just
On the Catholic high school.
guys, it's not.
give Matthew
Give me
his
a moment.
Yeah, fine.
He needs it more than you. Well, as I was saying, Bigfoot has been, or like the Yeti or Sasquatch has been mentioned in scripts from as early as 500 AD. Mm-hmm. Now, Matthew,
Yes.
what does AD mean?
Anno Domini, which is after the birth of Christ.
Thank you.
Did not expect a
That-
real answer.
So that skips my second question. Death of who?
I got this, guys.
Did we ever find his body?
No, we found the shroud. We found the blanket that was over top of him that has kind of his that had the outline of his body, air quotes, in it.
Air quotes.
Which part of Jesus Christ's body did Judas get super pissed at Mary Magdalene for washing in public?
Probably his feet. It was his feet.
Oh my God.
I just thought that was interesting.
Keep going with this. This is interesting.
No, let's keep it going. Because he
What
did.
were-
He walked. The people say he's still he rose from the dead, so he still exists on Earth,
Yeah.
right? So he just grew his hair out, and it grew all over his body.
Oh my God.
Would you say 550 AD?
500.
So how many years does it take to grow hair all over your body?
500 at least. Yeah.
At least 500
Oh my
years.
God. And how else does one walk on water without really big feet?
Yeah.
You got to have feet the size of the lake.
Yeah.
Just
you
one
got
step.
Really, you got
And
big feet.
in the Bible, most of the subjects or characters or whatever, they would live to be 800.
Correct. As well, Jesus turned water into wine. Wine is thicker than water. Ergo, it's easier to walk on wine. Therefore, Bigfoot.
Yep. And that holds water and wine.
And wine is what people do when they have a gluten allergy and they get something in their meal with gluten.
Oh my God. Debunked. So when I was in Catholic school, there was this story, and it gets passed around on the internet, and you'll see it a lot. It's meant to be sort of a motivational, inspirational thing. A man was walking beside Jesus along the beach, and they were leaving footprints in the sand, and maybe you've heard this before. And he's walking alongside Jesus, and he's looking at his life, and he's seeing his sets of footprints and Jesus' sets of footprints, and they're together, and then he notices that at the really difficult times in his life, there's only one set of footprints, right? And when and then there's two sets, and then there's another really big challenge, and there's only one set of footprints, and when he finally gets an opportunity to talk to Jesus about it, he's like, Jesus, I noticed that we walked alongside each other for so long in life, and then at the most difficult points in my life, there's only one set of footprints. Why did you abandon me? And Jesus said to him, my child, on those days you ate white bread, and I had to get out because I'm Bigfoot. Right? It's on bookmarks and stuff. You can see it. I think it's hanging in my dad's office.
Matthew 25:71.
Right. The footprints proverb from the bookmark.
It's all so clear now.
Oh my God, that's moment. He said, your life was too wonder bread, and I had to get out.
Yep.
And I got to go.
Any way you slice it, I think this is pretty. Wow. This is pretty much proven.
You know what? When I looked at my Bible earlier today, it didn't say Mary Magdalene. It said Harry Magdalene.
He has risen.
Christ has risen.
And that was Conspiracy Radio. We'll be right back with Rye.
Good job on Risen.
Sync.
That was really good.
Dikembe Mutombo has been within.
You've been wanting to talk about Dikembe Mutombo for 3 episodes.
No, not in my house.
What? That sound like Shaggy.
Was I'm
Bombastic. Zoinks!
Dikembe Mutombo has been within 100 kilometers of over 75% of Squatch sightings since 1991.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Despite my numerous attempts to contact him on social media, Dikembe remains unavailable for comment.
Because you can't spell his name?
There are harder names to spell on social media, so cut him some slack. Matthew Bork.
Are you doing the Guess the Name podcasting again? I don't remember what the joke was called.
Actually, one of our criticisms is it's extremely hard to tell who's talking. Just making it worse.
Yeah, you make it so much worse.
Hey, idiot that said that. Who's saying this?
This is someone.
Racism.
That was Michael Meehan.
That's clearly me. Yeah.
That was
Michael
me, Michael Meehan, who lives on 154 Jeffrey Street. Bananas.
Bananas, not meaning that he wants to get rid of that from the podcast, but that is actually the city.
Banana's not included.
That's the city that he lives in.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, I want to go to this Dikembe because that makes that's big news. Because he is a tall man with big feet. He doesn't have a house. He always says it when he's on the court. He says, "Not in my house," because he doesn't have one.
Is it wrong that I confuse him with Jimon Hunso all the time?
Who's Jimon Hunso?
He's the guy who played Dikembe Mutombo in his biopic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He was Johnny Amistad.
Yeah.
Ain't No Mutombo High? Is that his biopic? The name of the biopic?
No, I became fascinated with that after he wouldn't answer me. So I did a little more research and actually debunked the theory myself.
More like be dunked.
Surprise.
It was
I dunked on you.
Surprise, surprise. Eric decides when the podcast ends.
I'm not high-fiving this one.
What I actually found out is that Bigfoot's actually a Cuban man named Heriberto Lopez.
Tell us more.
How long did it take to come up with that name?
I didn't come up with this name.
Okay.
I figured out that he is the estranged father of NBA stars Robin and Brooke Lopez.
Sure.
Speculation began due to their size 20 shoes.
Some big feet.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That
I see what you're doing.
Perhaps they were the children of Bigfoot.
I'd watch that swash.
I'd squatch on that.
Their mother, Deborah Ledford, attests that the children had to be shaved regularly as early as 3 months old. Now, Heriberto Lopez is their estranged father that they've never met.
Wait. Sorry, was his wife Native American?
That's a good question. Check Wikipedia while I continue my point.
I will.
Hang on. Wikipedia, random article search. What do you think?
Fact checks.
We should.
Yeah. Rapping about Bigfoot, rapping about big soot on my feet. Oh, look how big, look at this twig. Trees lounge, Steve Buscemi, oh my God. Remy, my man, Remy from X-Men Gambit. Oh shit.
I don't know how to do a random search. So
Great.
Oh, that's we can't reference unusable material. I forget the song that I sang earlier.
So anyway, the twins,
River.
Robin and Brooke, who are featured in the most recent Gillette razor ads, denounce that their dad is Bigfoot. However, They can neither confirm the location of either Bigfoot or their biological father, so they are not reliable sources.
Wow.
Yeah. The theory surrounding Harry Beto is cited as the inspiration for the film Harry and the Hendersons, and the film is aptly titled for a Spanish audience as Harry Beto y los Hendersons.
Oh my god, I didn't even know that. That's
So, yeah.
fascinating. That's
Bigfoot kicked ass at basketball.
it's gonna. Well, he's so big.
Now, did they not denounce, or they couldn't pronounce? Is the question I have.
That's good that you bring up film, because while we have our theories of a Bigfoot in North America, over in Tibet, they refer to him as the Yeti, right? But the collected amount of overall Bigfoot sightings in America, if you look at all the footage and all the photographs and all the accounts, stuff like that, it's like 10 to 12 years worth of actual experience. But over in Tibet, there's only about 7 years of actual footage.
Go on.
And over there in Tibet, it's only 7 years in Tibet. Now I ask you, who else spent 7 years in Tibet?
Bradley fucking Pitt.
Right. And now I ask you, esteemed colleagues at this table and listeners at home, how big are Brad Pitt's feet?
Matthew, you're the Brad Pitt foot expert here. What's the size of
Very true.
Brad's feet?
Brad
Pittfoot.
Brad Pitt's feet are 13 and a half. 13 and a half.
13
but
and a half.
that's
What about his
that's
loafers?
American. That's American.
But his loafers are, what size are they?
27,000 size.
Wow.
Yep.
See, my next point, breaking off from your point, is
Yes-anding
this.
on it, even.
I'm going to yes-and it.
Yeah.
What movie was he in that also featured a monkey? Featured a monkey that he got along with swimmingly.
I like how you improved on his joke.
Those joke?
Das joke? Das big boots?
I said
Wait.
his joke.
Brad Pitt?
Das big boots! That's my favorite line of this podcast so far.
Brad Pitt in a movie with a monkey.
Meet Joe Black.
Oh, I was going to say Monkey Ball.
No, he was in Meet Joe Black
No.
with a real live a person.
Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony, wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was also in Planet of the Apes.
Is this the Lizard People 2.0? Are there a bunch of big feet ruling Hollywood that we don't even know about?
Who are currently on the moon.
Liam Neeson has the biggest feet in Hollywood, so they say.
When you refer to them in plural, it sounds like a racist term, like bunch of big feet.
It's taken us a long time to get to this point.
Fucking big feet.
It's 2015, ladies and gentlemen. Let's grow up a little bit. This is Progressive Liberal Radio 74.1, The Squatch. This is Bye. Now we're finally getting to the crux of this podcast. Big feet everywhere are controlling the finances, the politics, the media of the world. All right, guess what? I don't care if you disagree with me. We've got Dave Proctor on line one. Dave, how do you feel about this?
Did you mean to say the crust of this podcast?
I meant to say the crust of this podcast all of the time. You know, every pun I make is gluten-filled. Eric, you are the next caller. What do you have to say about Sasquatch controlling the world's media?
I am not ready for this.
Yeah, it sounds like a real Sasquatch answer. That's what I thought. All right, here we go. This is Girlfriend by NSYNC.
Right, don't want to be a glute for you. Just another player in this pizza for two.
Mm-hmm.
It might sound crazy, but it's a gluten lie, baby. Right.
So I had one last little theory I researched before I hand this over to Meehan to continue down his list.
Big theory.
I just wanted to include the point that I cut originally because it was the hackiest thing I've ever written.
Right, because we're at the point now where we're reaching.
Like it had like a big X through it when I read it. I was like, that's kind of funny, but at some point I got really mad at it. So
So you're gonna edit out everything but
I
this?
just want to read it.
No, he's going to explain that this is F material
I just
here.
want to show you like when I get like mad at myself for writing something. When I can even find my own shit funny. Chilliwack, British Columbia has the highest amount of reported sightings of Bigfoot, but none have been confirmed. I'm so mad. Bigfoot is also not listed among the current or past members section for the band Chilliwack on Wikipedia. But that can be edited by anyone.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
Michael!
You have another point. You have a final,
Perhaps.
possibly point.
Earlier, I spoke. Let's not put a timestamp on it. So, Sasquatch has been talked about. Now I'm going to talk about the word Yeti. Let's.
Wait. Not Yeti.
No, but Yeti.
Nowie?
Actually, it's pronounced Yeti. So not Yeti. Yeti.
What's funny about what you just said? Let me tell you.
Nothing was funny about what I just said.
You'll be surprised.
You take that now.
It's
I will.
All right. It's actually not. The correct pronunciation is yet I.
Okay.
All right. So, the earliest known instance of this word, Yeti, or yet I, was 1851.
Okay.
Now, Dave Proctor, I'm looking at you because you are a knowledgeable English master.
Sure.
You're a novelist. What famous whale book came out in 1851?
I would say that he's looking at me. Don't open your mouth.
Yeah. Don't open it. Keep it shut.
Let the record know that I'm looking at Dave Proctor.
Shut your mouth.
I would say the most famous whale book, Moby Dick.
Correct. Now, this is for everyone. Has anyone here read the missing chapter of Moby Dick?
I have read all of Moby Dick, but not the missing chapter.
The missing chapter. Well, for this podcast, I found the missing chapter of Moby Dick.
Ooh.
Is this the chapter that caused Mark Chapman to kill John Lennon?
It Bill caused him to kill John Lennon. Correct. Here is the lost chapter. At least an excerpt from the lost chapter of Moby Dick. The journal entry from Ishmael, where he recalls his weird dream, ladies and gentlemen. The final paragraph of this lost chapter reads as follows. Yet I could only dream of leaving this cursed ship. And my goodness, what a dream that I do dream on the regular. I live in the woods in this dream, being at one with nature's chaos. But would I be a simple squirrel or chipmunk? Heavens to Betsy, no. I would be a giant with hair from head to toe. And speaking of toes, I would have the largest feet God's green earth have ever seen, and felt trample upon her supple skin. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Sincerely, Ishmael Jones.
I wish we were closer friends. Sincerely, Eric Burke.
I think the proof is in the pudding, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait a second, his last name wasn't Jones in the book? Debunked!
Thank you for listening to Conspiracy Theories. Next week, our conspiracy theorist will be Matthew Winkler. Matthew, what will you be presenting to the panel?
On June 1st, 1967, the Beatles released the album Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, featuring Paul McCartney turned the opposite way. Many presumed he was dead. Is he still dead?
Is Paul dead?
We will discuss this next week on
Edit. Paul is dead. Reverse.
Conspiracy.
Wouldn't it be Paul's alive if it was in reverse?
No.
Conspiracy theories. Not true. Conspiracy theories. Aliens. Conspiracy theories. Aliens too. Conspiracy theories. Roundtips. Conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories.
Mind if I mooch one beer off of you?
Mooch as many as one.
Okay.
There's a fridge full for a reason.
I brought 6 and I've drank 4, so have 1.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, no, take the expensive cans. That's cool.
I did.
Debunked.